Hi everyone. So I talked about a project that you can do because today it's Earth Day. Earth Day has been around for 50 years. It's the 50th anniversary. And so I got some of the things together that I put in your folders. We don't really use baggies, so I've recycled the baggie that I found. It's definitely used, but that's a good thing considering it's Earth Day. And then I've got seeds, and then a piece of paper towel like you had in your baggie. I've got a little thing of water, and then these were in the baggie as well. Pull them out; those are labels, and then the charts and stuff. I had trouble. What I would love for you all to use is not a little cup of water, but you can always do that like I did. You know those droppers that you use for medicine or something like that? You know, the syringe that you use? Clearly, we have not been sick lately because I cannot find any in my house right now. We used to have a ton. So that's why I used one of these. I save a lot of different things for different purposes. So I thought this was the perfect amount of water. The other thing I found besides syringes, besides these little cups and not syringes, were paintbrushes and, don't look, teeth. I found a lot of teeth. I don't know why, but that's what I found. So hopefully you can find things easier in your house than in mine. So one of the things that I also put in your packet was a little sheet, and it explains the different parts of the seed. And what's going to happen when you plant your seed is you're going to notice your seed's going to be sitting there, and the first thing that's going to happen is the roots are going to grow. The next thing that's going to start happening as it germinates, which means it starts to grow, is the stem's going to start coming up. And then the last thing that comes up are the leaves. And in your baggie, you're going to have water, and you're going to put it in, tape it to this is a screen, to the window, and you're going to have sunlight. The one thing that you're not going to have is soil. That's okay. It'll still grow. Isn't that crazy? And you can very carefully switch it from the baggie to soil into a little pot if you want after it germinates. So, and once the leaves grow, that helps the plant get sunlight. Get sunlight. Margot's filming for me, and she just said, I can't see the piece of paper, so sorry about that. The next thing that you can color that in, and then you can cut off the strip at the bottom, and then all on the dotted lines, and you'll see this says leaves, and your parents or your big sister or brother can help you if you have a big sister or big brother. This says roots, and leaves starts with L, so leaves, roots, seed, see there's a T right after that S, stem. And so you can try to figure out what those words are, some of you I know. Cut them out, and then do you see that there's a line at each spot with arrows? Try and glue those on. Before you glue it on, have your mom or dad or big brother or big sister just make sure that you have it in the right place. So the stem is right here, right? So that's where you would put it. The seed one, you would put right there. And I want you to figure out, oh, sorry, stem is up here, silly me. So yeah, you'll get to figure it out. And this is called Parts of a Plant activity. You can color it in before or after you glue on the different parts. So you can do that after you plant your seed or before, your choice, or the next day. I included in the packet a chart that I copied that says germinating, sprouting, and growing. So it shows the different stages. In germinating, the root will begin to grow. The sprouting part, the seed coat falls off. You'll see the seed coat kind of fall away. And then the growing part. So the roots, the stem, and the leaves start to develop. So it's the whole part. So I included that so you can watch as it grows. And then I included a little a copy of what is growing. And I can't find my glasses. This is a pea seed. This is a garden bead seed. And this is another type of pea seed. This pea is a sugar snap pea, and this one is a snowbird pea. So I made sure that I gave you one seed that's a little bit more wrinkly, and then one seed that's more round. That's Mr. Thomas blowing his nose in the background and as he gets his coffee. Sorry, everyone. And the pea seed that's wrinkly, that's the first one. So that'll be the first one. And then the second one will be the garden bean. And the third one will be the one that's a smoother coat, okay? A smoother seed. And I copied even the seeds so that you know what order they are, okay? And then this is how you're gonna do it. You are going to take your piece of paper towel out and you're gonna fold it in half, okay? And then you're gonna open it up, and hopefully Margot can get this. You're gonna put your pea seed, I think it was the sugar snap, there first, and then in the middle you're gonna put a string bean, and the last one you're gonna put the other pea seed. And then you're going to, can you see it, Marco? You might want to zero in on the top of this. So you line them up, and you put them a little bit higher up, because in that way the roots will have enough room to grow. And then you're gonna use your dropper, and you're gonna drop like 3 or 4 drops on each one, okay? And then you're gonna fold it, and you're just gonna pat it slightly. And you're gonna drop it on a little bit more. You don't want it soaking wet, but you do want enough water in there, because you're gonna kind of make a terrarium. You're gonna seal the top of that baggie, and it's not gonna let the water evaporate, come out of the baggie and go up into the air. It's gonna keep it in the baggie. So you want enough where it keeps it moist or slightly wet, but not so wet that it gets moldy on the inside, all right? If you start to see it getting moldy, maybe open up a little bit of the baggie. So I've slid it in, and now I'm opening up. Oh, sorry, did you notice that I folded it into 3? Let me do that again for you all. I folded it into 3 parts. And now I'm sliding it in, because Mrs. Protzman and I realized when we started doing this several years ago that it was hard to get the paper towel in if we didn't fold it. So I folded it, and I'm opening it up in the baggie. Sometimes it gets a little wrinkly, no big deal. And I'm opening it up and spreading it out in the baggie. Now, I'm going to seal up the baggie, okay? gonna get some of the air out, but not so much. I'm realizing we need a little bit of oxygen in there. Air with carbon dioxide, because even plants breathe. That'll be another lesson one day. So they need to breathe. And then I am going to make sure it's dry enough so that I can then get a pencil, and then I'm gonna get, hopefully there's some tape. No tape. Isabel, do you think you can get me some tape, please? In the drawer maybe? If not, that's fine. So you can either cut, and you're gonna write down, I'm gonna copy down, this is my sugar snap. Thank you, Isabel. This is my sugar snap pea. Sugar snap. And I'm gonna label it, okay? I'm gonna put it all the way at the bottom so that it doesn't hide that the roots are gonna be growing. Then the next one I'm writing is garden bead. Bean, not bead. Marco's laughing at me. Or with me. Because she wouldn't laugh at me. And last, I've got my snowbird pea. Do you hear the birds in the background? They're saying Happy Earth Day, everyone. So we've done that. And now, we are going to, I'm actually not going to use that tape because I'm a little worried. It's a double-sided tape that Isabel brought me, which I'm grateful for. Just going to use the extra piece. And I am going to hang it up in my window. And I actually wouldn't hang it up on this window, probably, because this window doesn't get the morning sun or the afternoon sun. I probably hang it up on the window that gets the afternoon sun and it gets the most sunlight. And so this is day one, and we'll see what happens to it, okay? And it might be fun if you want to. You can have your parents or you can take a photo of what it looks like each day. This is day one. So that's our experiment for today and our Earth Day celebration project. Lots of love, everybody. Bye.